Hello. Welcome to Fallout. We are back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Sorry if I seem a little out of it. I'm a little iffy. But I'm a power through because I'm excited for Fallout. So, you guys are continuing on your way to New Vegas, following the path up from Good Springs. I should have had the map open for this because I knew I would need it and I forgot to open it. I was so distracted by everything else. But
F's in chat for Dell.
it's fine, the DM's allowed to make mistakes. Anyway, so you guys are going up. You guys have been on the road for about a day and a half now. You know, you've passed a few things here and there that look kind of interesting, but they're not your destination, so you ain't stopping. However, as you're going up the road, you guys hear outside a bit of a grumble from Orion. And he's like, ah, fuck. And the cart stops. Do you dare see why?
Six
Ash
does.
dares.
Try and take a peek to see. Yeah.
Ash takes a peek.
Six puts his eyes over in the to look.
Well, I mean, Squish is right there, so he would probably just see it.
You see up ahead a group of people. They don't necessarily look like raiders or anything. They seem a little too, like, organized. But they seem to be causing a ruckus up ahead on the road. And, Orion kind of squints at them and is just like, I don't want to fucking deal with this. Fucking. However, while you're seeing this happen, you see a couple of those people actually start to, like, drop, and others start running. And then what's left ahead of you on the road appears to be a wounded animal and a corpse. You realize those people that were up ahead on the road were clearly attacking someone.
Ash is getting out of the cart.
Six is going with Ash.
Ash is gonna go investigate.
Yeah,
He's
and
gonna
then
stay put right in that.
Orion's watching you guys go, just like, oh, fucking Jesus. You guys
have to protect Tinies.
You do approach and you see a corpse. The corpse looks like, well, it's a woman. And she's got what looks to be almost like a lab coat on. She's clearly been stabbed, and has bled out. But standing near her, seemingly that which drove the attackers off, is a very injured but still alive Night Stalker.
Oh,
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you see these strangers approaching you after these other strangers you just warded off were attacking this person. What do you do, little Night Stalker?
I don't know her relationship with this woman. I
Well,
wish I knew the backstory to
I can tell you up front. You knew this woman, kind of. You were injured when she found you, and now through fighting these raiders you are more injured. You clearly have a limp in your back leg, and you have been hurt severely, but this woman seemed to have wanted to protect you for whatever reason, but you don't fully understand why.
But now, she is dead. So the Snuppy has no allies. That one is dead. And now there are new strangers. So she hobbles away from these approaching strange creatures, just bristled and threatening, as intimidating as she can be, shaking her rattle.
Shh, it's okay, puppy.
Hey, no, it's okay. Come back. We're not gonna hurt you.
Are we really doing this?
At this point, she is backed up away from the corpse enough that you could investigate it if you'd like to.
Ash is gonna keep trying to get the Night Stalker to trust.
Yeah,
Alright.
Squish is gonna
Alright.
try his best.
I need
Oh.
I need Squish and Ash to both roll empathy.
Yeet. Okay.
Oh boy. That's D20.
D20.
He did not pass.
But holy shit, Squish. Okay, so Ash, you're trying to
Squish
convey.
rolling today.
You're trying to convey like, no, I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat. I'm a friendly. It's not really working so well. You're kind of a little too overzealous and eager, and you're kind of like, this Snuppy is not in a position to accept that easily. However, Squish, God knows you have experience with small creatures. And, like, being kind to them, despite your size. Like, you know how to project a very calming aura despite how, like, large and intimidating you are. It's part of how you ended up with Quackbait. So, you're approaching very gently, hands out, and whenever she steps back a little bit, you stop to let her resituate herself. And the Snuppy, the Night Stalker, you can feel that kind of calming presence and just the intent from the way he's positioning himself, offering himself. Squish is letting you know through all of that, I am here to help. It's a very similar aura and gait to what this woman had when she had offered you help.
So my Snuppy, at first, she's just all hostility. Just the rattle will not stop, and she backs up, but he's coming closer, and then she finally lays down, still rattling, and
Shh. It's okay, puppy.
the rattle kind of slows, but she bares her teeth at him, but she doesn't bite, as she kind of cowers at him.
He squishes gently, and he at first sort of offers his hand for you to sniff.
And she's laying there, kind of breathing hard, looking at his hand warily, and does kind of very cautiously leans her head forward to sniff at it a little bit.
And he waits for you to he gives you time just to sort of calm down a little bit. Until
Yes.
eventually he does begin to like gently stroke the top of your head.
When she does calm, she kind of like slowly stops paying attention to him as much and kind of settles to focus on the fact that she's in pain and kind of shuts her eyes a little bit.
Okay, puppy. Now me going to carry you.
She has no idea what you're saying.
Okay. And he's slowly he's letting you know, okay, I'm going to pick you up now. In as much pantomiming as he can, it's like, please don't bite me. I'm immune to rats, but I don't know how immune I am to poison. And he gently picks you up. begins carrying you to the cart.
She
Now-
squirms a little bit and hisses, but
Oh, baby. You are
Ash
you are
does
being
a big
carried.
sniff.
Ash and Six, meanwhile, while this is happening, what are you doing? Are you simply watching, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
Six
Ash was
wants to
going
inspect the
to.
body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ash was actually going to do the same.
Yeah, so you guys go and inspect the body. You see, again, this woman, she appears to be in a lab coat. There's not a whole lot on her person. There was a measly, what looked to be like a laser pistol, but it's out of ammunition. And there's a journal in her pocket.
Ash is
Six
going
would
to
take
yeet for the.
journal.
Oh.
You pick up the journal, and the most recent entry is very short, but it says, "It's fascinating. This Night Stalker remains one with the capability to cloak itself. Though not valuable to our particular research, I still wish to protect her. She's injured, and it's been a long journey to get back to the base, but once we get there, we should have enough to help heal her, and I don't see it hurting our research in any way, shape, or form to take some resources to make sure she's okay. She's clearly given birth, but I haven't seen any sign of babies. I'll have to ask Miss Green to consider her as a permanent stay, but even if not, I'm sure it'll be fine to at least help her get better. She seems very wary. I worry that something bad might have happened to her kids, and I wouldn't blame her for being so angry in the wasteland. Still, she's taken a bit of a liking to me, I think. It's nice. I've never had a pet before. I used to ask my dad about it every now and then, but out here it's hard to really find a pet, especially one that isn't mutated or too dangerous to really take care of. She's something nice. I've avoided naming her until now, 'cause, well, I don't want to get attached just in case, but I don't know. Maybe Muriel? That was my grandma's name. Yours
Ash does a
truly.
big sniff.
Yeah, and then it's signed off with the name Victoria.
Big sniff. Like,
Hmm.
a baby.
So this is what you have gathered from the entry is she's clearly with a group. They have a base. And she wanted to talk to someone named Miss Green about taking care of this Night Stalker.
Ash is going to start running back to the cart, like, Mr. Orion!
Orion does a big sigh. He's like,
He comes up to the side of the cart and starts. He's got his hands on the edge and he's bouncing up and down like an excited child. Like, we need to make a pit stop.
"Pit stop? Are you fucking with me?"
We need to find a
No.
lady. Her name's Miss Green. She knows how to help the Night Stalker.
Green? Hold on, okay. Where the hell did you find this?
We
the
found it
house,
over
Assassin.
by.
Hmm?
I didn't mean the
Like-
Night Stalker. I saw the Night Stalker. I meant the info.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it's 6! And he waves 6
Six
over.
like Six goes flying over. It's like the book. It was on the body.
Orion takes the book and kind of reads over the last entry and just goes, "Lucky for you, I know exactly where this is, and it's not too far off the path. We have to follow the path to get close to there anyway." And
Woohoo!
he kind of glances at the Night Stalker in your arms and just goes like, "Shit. Fine, well, fucking stop. Besides, pretty sure these people are in good standings with our boss anyway, so it might be good to actually just check on them."
There we go.
Ash looks excited as fuck.
Kevin doesn't.
Six,
Kevin, how are you feeling about the super mutant carrying the Night Stalker?
He is in the farthest corner of the wagon as he can possibly get without actually leaving the wagon.
Can I? Casey Six kind of looks at it just like, is there any wildlife in this wasteland you aren't afraid of?
That thing's venomous. What do you mean?
Yes, it's venomous, and right now a super mutant is carrying it. It will not get closer to you unless he actively puts it next to you.
Orion kind of snorts at that and says, "Hey, Mutie, why don't you put it next to him?"
Oh, good.
No! Doggy is hurt. Need find help.
See?
We're gonna find help. We're gonna find help. It's fine. Just get back in the cart and let's go. The other party members presumably see the Snuppy and have their own various reactions. I'm gonna say that Makia is like napping at this point. Lovebird sees the Snuppy and is just like, "Oh, it's a puppy." I'm gonna say Millward is napping too, for the sake of ease. OJ silently waves at Dog.
He's just taking them all in, kind of glaring.
She's a angy baby, but
Ash is very happy to have the Snuppy on board, and he's just beaming at the Snuppy like, "You're so pretty."
Like, Six is interested, but like, he's kind of neutral. He doesn't really mind it.
Quackbait in the cart still. Probably sitting on Lovebird's lap, actually. Just gives a little bit of a quack. No opinion from Quackbait.
The
I
only
imagine
political
Squish
opinion
might
that
have maybe
matters.
been worried that Quackbait would get a little jealous, but Quackbait is too good of a baby to do that.
Quackbait good.
You guys continue onward on the path, and it takes about a few more hours for you to get to a point in the road where Orion says, "Alright, here's where we get off the beaten path." And from there you continue and continue. It's about sunset when you reach a place that's a little interesting compared to the rest of the Mojave. See, the Mojave is a sprawling expanse of sand and desert, and what little wildlife the desert provides in terms of fauna tends to be browns and oranges. What you are approaching is a vibrant green. Very vibrant. You realize as you look ahead that you're approaching the door to a vault.
Ash is vibrating with excitement.
Huh. Look at that.
What this?
Vault.
Can I roll to see if Kevin knows what this place is?
Yes, actually. Any of you can roll to see if you recall this place. Let me take a look. I
Ash
think
is
it would be
gonna roll.
street smarts.
Street smarts?
Street smarts to see if you recognize this place.
Okay.
Nope, no dice.
Six knows.
How the fuck? You don't even
Ash
go
knows.
You have no fucking idea.
Ash knows.
So, this, from the number on the vault's door, you presume is Vault 22. Those of you who recognize it, what you know about it is that it used to be overrun by very violent mutated plant life, but it seems to be not that anymore, considering the plant life isn't attacking you as you approach.
Ash is vibrating twice as hard in excitement.
It is very vibrant with the plant life growing around. The vault door opens for Orion when he goes up, and he is stopped. He stops the cart outside and is like, "All right, Bird, keep an eye on the people who are still sleeping, and the fucking duck." And Leopard's like, "Oh, I want to go inside. It's fine. You got it." And with that, Orion hops off of Horsey and motions to everyone who wants to come inside. Just, let's go.
Okay.
Ash is bounding after Orion excitedly.
6 quietly floats with them.
Kevin does not want to be left outside, so he's gonna follow.
Come on, scaredy man!
Don't make Squish come back with it to
I'm
pull you
coming, I'm
back.
coming!
Orion snickers at Kevin's babyish little whining. As he leads you all into the vault. The door opens to go further in, and you are greeted by a man in a lab coat, much like that woman. And he's like, I'm sorry, we're very close to the... Oh, you're Orion, right. What, is something wrong, or... Yeah, one of your people's fucking dead. Oh. Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Move, we need to talk to Green. Hold on, and Orion pushes past the guy.
6 follows Orion. Just
He
floats
leads you
right
further
with
into the
him.
vault. There's a lot of confused looks from many other people in lab coats. You can see into the windows of some of the rooms in this vault. There seems to be a lot of botany and plant research going on in here. But, you are led to what looks to be an overseer's office, and the door opens, and inside you see a woman with some wavy black hair, and she looks at you, and she says, Orion, did 6 have something they need to be talked about, or... No, this isn't about 6. This is about, mutant, Squish, in, show her the...
Oh. We found Puppy with Lady. Puppy is hurt. Need help.
Shit, okay, she goes to the side of the room and pulls over, like, a medical bed. One of those rolling ones. She has it in here because she, while being the head of this group, apparently, also probably is just a general good doctor. So she says, put the Night Stalker down here.
Shh. Okay. Me going to put you on bed now, Puppy.
She looks at him.
Okay. And Squish gently as his big super mutant hands will allow him, he gently sets the little Snuppy down on that medical bed. Be nice to Doctor. No bite.
She fidgets, settles to get comfortable, and kind of looks at everyone. Looks long at the doctor.
Hello. You can't understand me, but I feel better telling you that my name is Miss Green. I'm going to take care of you. Everything is going to be okay. She looks at you all and says, how did you find this Night Stalker? She asks as she moves to get what seems to be like medical tools to start helping the puppy.
Ash is gonna pipe up and say, like, we actually found her with a lady named Victoria. Or I mean, what was left of her?
She stops at that. She sighs and comes back over to start examining the puppy, see exactly what's wrong and what she can do. And she,
We have her journal if you want it.
It's okay, little thing. She takes the journal, looks at the last entry, and just... Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. She puts the journal back down on her overseer's desk, and then gets back to working on the Snuppy. She puts on some gloves, examines things. She pulls out a doctor's bag and a couple of stim packs. She says, Fortunately, even though this is really bad damage, it's nothing that a good trip through the whole bone healing process with a doctor's bag can't fix, and a couple of stim packs for good health. She'll be a little sore, but she'll be able to walk around and move and all that. We can't. We do not have the resources to keep her here.
We can take her with us. We have a death claw.
You have
What's
a
a-
death
what's a
claw?
snuppy?
Don't worry, it's young and very docile.
We
Easily
also,
enough.
we can take care
His
of
name
Puppy.
is Mr. Snuffles.
Well, that's a. She looks at Orion like, what? And Orion's just like, yeah, no, don't fucking ask me.
Would you like us to bring them in?
No. I would prefer if you kept a death claw away from my. I mean, I'm sure you're being honest when you say that it's docile, but it's still an animal, and as docile as a death claw can be, they're still fairly wild. So I would appreciate if you kept them away from our valuable research.
Understandable.
And you can come outside and meet him whenever you want. Like,
Maybe another time.
he
Did-
gives a thumbs up at that.
Did you get a good look at... Was there anyone else there?
A group of people were there, but they ran off after a bit.
What did they look like? And Orion cuts in and just says, they have those stupid cowboy hats. And, Miss Green kind of just... Oh, great. God damn it.
What that mean?
Yes, what do the hats mean?
Roll street smarts to see if you can guess what it means, actually.
Are we all rolling?
If you want to see if you can piece together who they might be from your brief viewing of them.
Nope.
Time
Six
for
notes,
Squish to
just
use that big
barely.
boy brain.
Ash knows what's up.
He almost got it. He was just one above.
Oh, squeeze!
Ash is smart today.
So, damn, Squish, you feel like you might know, but like you can't connect the dots. However, you said 6 got it?
6 got it. He was just almost off. He
Okay,
got
So
it,
did
though.
Ash.
Yeah, 6 and Ash. You think cowboy hats, kind of like a gang maybe, and you go, oh, sunsetters. That's what they're called, sunsetters. They're like a kind of like a raider gang, but a little more organized and a little less feral, uh, if that's the right word for it.
What were
They're
they called?
still sunsetters.
Okay.
Ash pipes up and says, like, sunsetters?
Yes, we've been having some problems with them lately, actually. They keep attacking some of our researchers when they go outside, and I have no idea why.
Do they want your shiny?
No, they're not interested in money. They've got all the caps they could want, technically speaking.
Maybe we should go and find out.
You'd do
Are we
that?
about to kick some ass?
I'd
You
be fine
help.
to do it. I mean, look at what I have. He like raises his gun. I'm fine to go take them on.
Hold on. I would much prefer a non-violent solution, even if they are the ones starting the problem. I don't want to risk
Oh.
getting into a war with a gang like them. We are not well equipped to deal with that.
Sorry, it's just every other solution that I've been in seem to only be fighting so far. I'm fine to talk. He just
Talk
lowers
is
the
fun.
gun.
But, like, I ain't gonna promise that if they try to stab me, I'm gonna stab back.
Self-defense is fine. I just don't want you to willy-nilly start a conflict with people we don't want conflict with. This research is invaluable to the Mojave. We don't want... I mean, human lives are at stake if things go south. They are willing to negotiate, but they are also very volatile. I mean, I guess that's what would be expected of what's basically a cult.
Huh?
Ah,
Ash just kind of like double takes, like, huh?
oh yeah,
Well,
cult. I
cult.
forgot about that. I forgot that they meant they were cults.
What that?
Oh, you don't. It's a group of people who believe very strongly in something to the point where they can become overzealous and kind of violent over their beliefs.
It's an organized religion.
That will more than likely kill you if told to.
Me
Yeah.
no know what that is, but me think that dumb.
It's
You
And
are
that
on the
coming
right
from
path.
super mutants.
It's one of the dumbest things humans have ever done.
Hey, super mutants aren't dumb, big guy.
I think you're pretty cool, Squish.
Oh,
People use word like that on me.
well, that's because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Generalizing an entire group of people or being into a box like, oh, because you're this, you must be dumb, is just regressive. Anyway, she's been working on healing the Night Stalker as you've all been saying this, as you've all been talking, and she finishes, and little puppy, you feel mostly better. You're still a little sore, but your leg is mended, and you feel energized. The wonders of medicine. Uh, the doctor looks at you and she says, "She wanted to give you a name, didn't she?"
She did have a name written down in it. In the journal.
Let me see that journal again.
Six hands it over immediately.
Muriel. Well, she's going to be yours. Are you okay with that name?
I'd say Muriel would be a good name. Everyone?
Ash crouches down
Uh,
immediately, arms open, like, welcome to the family, Muriel.
We're not actually taking it with us, are we?
Of
Oh,
course
yes,
we're
we
taking them with
are.
us. We have a
Oh,
death call.
Snuppy. Her ears are perked and she's like looking at everyone as they say the same weird word over and over again. But she feels better, so she's very cautiously starting to test things and try to stand up.
Squish slowly approaches the Snuppy. And he is cautious about it, but he goes in to give the Snuppy a hug.
She stands very still as she realizes he's approaching, but she doesn't hiss or shake or rattle. Like an ear half turns back, but she lets him come over to touch her.
And he gives her a hug. Good
She
puppy.
Snuffles him and takes in his scent.
No, she's so cute. So,
Ash does a big
congratulations.
sniff.
Congratulations, you have Snuppy. Current name, Muriel. Subject to change if you guys ever want to, but she's got to get used to the name, of course. Regardless, you have baby with you.
Hmm.
The doctor leans down, or rather just leans over to Muriel and says, did you like Victoria? She holds out the journal as if, like, does this have her scent, maybe?
I'm gonna keep calling her Muriel for now too. That's hard to say. Muriel leans towards the journal and flicks her tongue at it, and then noses it and snorts.
Oh. You should keep this for her. It might help comfort her.
Okay, we will. Six. Well, Chase goes to get the thing.
Ash gives a big thumbs up in response.
So, you said you'd be willing to help with the problem, and Orion is about to cut in and be like, hold on, we've got to keep going, but he kind of just stops and just, fuck it, we're close enough to Vegas anyway, what's one more odd job?
They help us. We help them. That
Ash
only
just,
right.
Ash gives like a good big fist pump, like, yes! More adventure!
It's only right that we help.
You guys can spend the night here if you'd like. We do have rooms, just a few extra ones available. We can
Where's she
also give you some food. None of it's meat. We're very accidentally vegetarian in here, considering all we're growing is plants, but you know.
Work with what you have. Smart.
Ash's tummy does a big grumbly.
Alright, I guess that answers that. Let me lead you all to rooms, and
Squish thinks
Orion...
back. Do I still have bandit meat on me?
Wish no. Don't turn them into cannibals.
Please don't whip out the human meat in here.
It might not.
And then, nah, he doesn't.
So, Orion goes back out front to get the others to have them come in. The horsey and the cart do actually fit into like the entrance area of the vault, so that's where they get to stay. But everyone else, you're escorted in and taken to some of the vault bedrooms. And Miss Green says to you all, I don't think I've properly introduced myself. Everything went by so fast. But my name is Harriet Green. I'm the head researcher here with the Green Sleeves. And
The green sleeves?
yes, that's what we call ourselves. We're doing
Oh, I
research
love that.
on how to grow more food for the Mojave and make well, we don't make medicine with what we grow, but we give what we grow to people like the followers to help them research new medicine for if we ever have stim pack shortages or all of that.
Smart.
That is our job. You are free to not necessarily wander, but we do have a cafeteria down that way. She points down a hallway towards a door. It's like literally just through there if you would like to get food. Again, we have a lot of veggies, so you eat your greens. And I hope you guys have a good night. Whenever you want to tomorrow. Again, thank you for offering to take care of the issue.
There is no problem.
Do we have gourds? I've always wanted to try a gourd.
We do have some gourds, yes.
I wish I could eat anything. I would try it.
So she actually looks at OJ, shakes OJ's hand after shaking everyone's hand, is given an orange by OJ and just goes like, hold on, is this unmutated?
He's been handing those out for since we've been with them.
Kind of do that.
I don't know where he keeps them all. He just never seems to run out.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
And they don't speak.
I'd like to talk with you, or I mean, I guess you don't speak, but come with me. And as you guys are all free to do what you want, OJ is actually escorted away by Miss Green.
Bye, OJ.
Have fun with your adventures, OJ.
They wave back.
They finally speak. Okay.
You have some free time to talk, to bond, all that. Muriel is still with the group. She has a human bed for her.
Muriel gets large bed.
Heck yeah.
Ash holds out his hand to the Snuppy to try and get her to like him.
She watches him.
Kind of puts close to face for her to sniff.
Does a little bit of rattle. But then leans
Oh my
over.
God, please don't get bit.
Leans
don't.
over and flicks at her tongue. Giving a sniff.
May I pet you? He's saying this knowing full well that she can't understand him.
Has he moved his hand or?
He's kept it there, waiting, watching, knowing.
Yeah, she just flicks her tongue at it again.
He very slowly boops her snoot with his pinky. Boop.
Oh. She don't like that. She jerks her head back a little bit. Her ears are kind of flat.
Ah, no.
You've offended her.
And he
I can't believe it's been 3
he
minutes
looks
and
so
you offended
distraught.
it.
He looks so distraught. He's
Can I-
gonna gently reach forward again to kind of gently stroke her snoot.
You're trying to feel for what she likes, and that's very dangerous with a creature that has fangs.
Yeah, she's grumpy right now. You just going to pet her, huh?
Ash is. I never said he was smart.
Be nice, puppy.
She doesn't bite, but she hisses. She's like,
He
Not
decides to try one more time and reach for behind the ear to scritch.
You're gonna get
Oh,
bit. Just
no.
leave it alone.
I don't think it's the best idea to poke the
See, pushing like
hornet's
this
nest.
is what led to you almost getting someone killed the last time you played a tabletop with me.
oh gosh.
Unfortunately for you, it is not up to me what happens to Ash here. It's up to Muriel.
Her ears are flat, but she stops hissing. Her head is kind of lowered. Like, she's definitely not calm, but she stops hissing at least as he scratches behind her ears.
He's trying to. It's a very gentle scritch. Like he's trying to. Like, is this okay? Is this okay?
She's just taking it.
He nods and he pulls his hand away very gently. Like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hmm.
He gives a knife cat face at Kevin. Like, told you I wasn't gonna get bit.
I don't know if you're overly confident or incredibly stupid, but I'd like to think both.
The reason I'm gonna say the reason why Millward, Makia, and Lovebird aren't chiming in is because this room only has so much room for people, so they're in like a different bedroom.
He's sleeping.
They sleeping.
They sleep. Muriel, how are you taking this all in? It's a lot all at once.
It is a lot. She's just, gosh. It's a lot. She's kind of just absorbing it still. Like, she was just hurt. And now she's amongst all these strangers in a really strange place. It is not home, and it is not her pack. But they helped her, so she's tolerating them.
And some jerk keeps touching her face.
Indeed.
So
They better watch their hands in the future.
Listen.
You clearly don't seem to have too much of a nice impression of Ash, despite Ash being nothing but sweet to you, because that's the animal-human communication divide. How do you feel about everyone else in this group so far?
Squish is like she is mother, and Squish is like bigger mother. Big, strong, protect. Big, strong, soft, protect.
I will say, that Lovebird still has Quackbait for now in the other room, because Lovebird was like, maybe we don't put Quackbait in the same room as the. I mean, I'm sure she won't, but like.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'll have to see what she thinks of that.
Good point. You keep Quackbait safe. And
Lovebird
remember, if you don't, me squish you.
You got it, Chief! And Lovebird gave a little salute for babysitting Quackbait in the other bedroom.
She's neutral to most of the others. I don't know if she sees the robot as a living thing at all. One of the people smells like fear and prey.
Oh no!
And those are her
Ash
opinions
just
so
has
far.
a knife cat face the whole time.
Kevin. Because I hate you,
Oh my god.
I have some plans. So,
Excuse me?
do you guys
Oh,
have any
no.
scenes you'd like to have before we continue on with the main plot,
Huh?
or would you like us to expedite this?
What do you mean by that? You act like this is the last chance I'll get to do anything. Are you gonna kill him?
No.
Oh gosh. Should I try to have my girl try to hunt for vermin really quick, or is she just gonna go into the next part hungry?
You can try to
Oh,
hunt
no.
around for some vermin in the vault. You can leave the room
I-
and skitter about.
I roll a D100, is that what it is?
Or
Yeah.
D20,
Or
actually. I
D20,
think.
excuse me.
And it would be a survival check, I think.
Yes.
Wow, Tree, that was awful sassy.
What?
Yeah, holy shit.
The way you were like, excuse me.
She wasn't sassy. Don't be mean to her. That's my mom.
I don't know, it sounded pretty sassy.
Wait, who? What?
Mom and Dad
Just-
are fighting again.
Just roll your D20, sweetie.
Okay. 1D20. So is it always roll 1D20?
Yeah, and it would have to be, and in order for you to succeed, like, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I have your sheet already opened.
Oh my gosh. Guys, he just keeps taking care of me. It's crazy.
I mean, I have your sheet open too.
Oh my gosh, all of you.
You succeed.
real good. You succeed real good, actually. Yeah. You while running around, you do see that there was actually a hole in the wall in part of the vault, and you see that there's a couple of like mole rats that have squeezed through it, and you just
Heck
eat
yeah.
those motherfuckers.
Delicious.
One of the green sleeve scientists walking down the hall sees that and goes, "Oh shit! I mean, pest control. Damn. All right." And he goes off to get help from some other scientists to actually close up that hole, because like that's a health hazard. We don't want mole rats getting into our food.
They're missing out on not keeping a Night Stalker. It's like having a cat.
Yeah. You now mole rats is a fairly large haul. Do you eat one and like keep the other?
She brings the other to Squish.
Oh my god. Yeah, she walks back up to the room. The door is like automatic when people approach, so the door opens for you to the bedroom, and you guys see Muriel walk into the bedroom with a dead mole rat in her mouth.
Oh my god.
Ash
Six
has
gives a
stars
thumbs
in his
up.
eyes and he is so fucking proud. He's like, I love you.
Six just gives a thumbs up to them. It's like, cool.
Hmm.
Presents it to Squish as a gift.
Hmm. And Squish picks it up. Hmm. And he just bites its head off.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Ash is in awe. He's like,
Oh,
whoa.
It's very
Gags
bloody.
A little bit.
You are
And he literally just takes the neck stump and just starts drinking it.
you are packed now, Squish. She
And then
is pleased with you accepting her offer.
And he's just proceeding to eat that thing like a corn on the cob.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
god.
Well, that was expected.
If it's
You
making a
want
bloody
some?
mess.
No.
If I could
no.
eat, I don't know if I might have taken the offer.
Ash is just munching away on a pumpkin.
Yeah, you were given a very. It's kind of small, but it's still like it's pumpkin. You got a pumpkin.
Baby pumpkin.
I have a gourd.
Did Squish actually make a bloody mess?
Did
Yeah.
he? She's
Yo!
laughing. She's laughing it
Why
up.
do you think Kevin was so horrified?
You
Ooh.
ate a fucking mole rat, just like
Like
munch.
corn on the cob.
Yeah, of course it's a bloody mess. You've got blood dribbling down your face, all over your hands. It's probably gotten on the floor and a little bit on the bed sheets.
It's probably a trail dragged in from when.
And I didn't
You
even need to
know,
trade for it.
Yeah, you made a bloody mess.
Good. We might want to get a mop for that or something.
What
One of-
up?
One of the scientists walks past the room and looks in and just goes, "Oh God damn it!" Oh, and he runs off and he's like, "Dave, get the fucking rags!"
There they are.
You want some, scaredy man?
No, God, please.
No, Kevin, go on, take a bite. Tell us how it tastes.
No.
Come on. Just be courteous. The man's offering.
No, I'm really no. You know, I'm actually feeling a little sick.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Muriel regards the prey man.
ooh, me have idea. Robot man, can you cook this with fire?
We are
I
indoors.
don't have my flamer anymore, but I think if I shot it, maybe.
We're indoors.
Probably not good idea. Wouldn't taste.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
plus
mean,
I could probably go through something.
You have flames coming out of your butt.
If you want me to completely, I'll have to be
Just
upside
fart
down
on
for a
it.
while. If we,
Why would me want to cook it with farts?
it's
Oh,
not.
God.
It is not. Why are you so gross? It is
Can
not
we go for a
that.
walk?
Ash is just gonna like flop back onto the bed.
Is
kicking his
Kevin's
legs
going
in
for a
laughter.
walk.
Kevin's gonna go for
Yeah.
a walk. He needs to get out of this room.
Kevin, you slip out of the room. While this is happening, you're walking through the vault. Are you going to, like, the cafeteria or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. Let's go to the cafeteria.
So, you enter the cafeteria. You see there's some people sitting around eating some salads, fruits, veggies, stuff like that. They're just chilling. Are you gonna get some food for yourself?
No, he's genuinely not hungry after witnessing that, but he's probably gonna get like some water or something.
Yeah, so you're handed some bottled water by one of the people who is behind like that little food counter. She's like, "Oh yeah, I love being on food duty." Blah blah. Hands you the bottle and you're free to go. But as you have the water, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Huh?
When you look over, you see a man. He has kind of shaggy hair and a little bit of he's in a lab coat, so you know he's one of the scientists. But what strikes you is the look in his eyes as he sees you is one of confusion. He looks at you, Kevin, and he says, "You're alive."
Huh? I'm sorry. Do I know you?
You should, but I guess it's been a lot of years. I don't blame you if you don't recognize me. We didn't talk a lot back then.
Kevin's getting a little uncomfortable at the implication of that.
Please don't be afraid. Look, come here. And he kind of drags you off into like a side room. Timidus, what are you doing here?
How did you know my? Seriously, who are you?
They used to call me Roma.
Is there room for Kevin to, like, squeeze by? He really doesn't want to be in this room.
He has a grip on your arm. How are you alive?
I'm, like, genuinely struggling to think of how he'd, like, actually respond to this situation.
He has a panic attack and passes out because he's a little bitch boy.
God.
Kevin dies.
Yeah, that's it. Kevin died.
Kevin
Well-
doesn't die. You're not getting out of this that easily, Kevin.
God, fuck.
Is he actually just, like, silent?
I'm, like, genuinely drawing a blank on how he would, like, legitimately respond to this kind of situation.
Maybe you should have thought of that when you made a character like this, knowing this would probably come up. Like, he's just. I'm imagining that actually he probably is just silent at this. Because, like, he's so scared of everything. Like, is he the kind of person who, when he's scared, he can't think of words to say?
Yeah.
Like deer in the headlights kind of situation.
He sees your silence and he's just kind of like, look, I'm not going to hurt you. You don't have to be afraid of me. We're in the same position, you know.
Look, I'm not even supposed to be here right now.
Where are you supposed to be?
God, anywhere but here at this point.
What is your name now? You changed your name too, right?
Yeah, I changed it to Kevin.
I'm Henry. Look,
Oh, sounds more normal than Kevin anyway.
I don't know, I thought I was one of the only people who ever managed to make it out alive before. You do know the Cave of the Legion.
I try not to think about it. I wasn't here for a long time. I only just listen. I should probably get back to my group.
Yeah, look, if you need help escaping at some point, you can come here and look for me. I will help you. I know that they were horrible. The Legion was horrible, but it did give me one thing. I'd never really felt a sense of brotherhood until then. Anyone who escaped it, I'd like to help them.
Thanks, I guess. I don't know. I need to go.
Yeah, I can't blame you for running. He finally does let go of you, and you're free to leave.
He zoomed.
Bet you wish you'd stayed with the Night Stalker now.
Oh boy.
You traded a snake for a den of snakes.
So, with that, night does fall. Kevin, do you go back to the bedroom to sleep?
He does not sleep.
Someone help this man, Jesus.
Do you need help? 6 can knock you out.
Ash is gonna throw a pillow at him and say, "Go fuck the bed." You can roll back over as if nothing had happened.
Wow, y'all are acting like he's like making noise and making it obvious that he's not asleep.
6 just leaves the room. He don't sleep and his jet makes noise, okay?
Every time Ash wakes up periodically throughout the night, he'll see Kevin is still awake and he'll just throw the pillow at him and tell him to go to bed and then pass out again.
How many pills does he have?
It's the pillows respawn. No.
Yeah.
Nah, he just stole
Someone puts a
Kevin's
pillow
pillow.
there for him
Thank
every
you,
time.
Todd. Todd, you finally did something right.
With that, night falls, you guys sleep, all that fun stuff. This is a shorter session, so this is the start of break time. Yeehaw.